It was nearly midnight when the knock echoed through the quiet corridors of the orbital outpost. Dr. Elias Xyran had been preparing for another sleepless night, not because of patience, but because the stars were whispering their usual silence. The AIandHumans outpost orbited a crimson star on the far edge of the Veil cluster. It was a medical hub but not for humans. Elias was one of only 3 humans on the entire station. The rest were a tapestry of alien species: Xylarian engineers with their glassy exoskeletons, Terran healers with fluid limbs, and silent Xyran guards who shimmered like liquid metal. But the knock on his quarters was not protocol. When he opened the door, a tall figure cloaked in midnight fabric stood outside. Her pale lavender skin caught the dim corridor lights. Her eyes, black with golden rings, glimmered with something Elias didn't often see in alien royalty: fear. "Dr. Xyran," she said, her voice like a trembling flute. "You've been summoned." "By the High Court of Xyran." Elias frowned. "The High Court? I'm just a surgeon, not a diplomat. You are the only human medic with clearance and experience in hybrid physiology. The Empress herself requests your presence." 2 Xyran guards appeared silently behind her. No refusal would be accepted. The Empress of Xyran was a figure most only saw through holoscreens, an ethereal being whose empire stretched across 3 star systems. She was known for her strength, beauty, and ability to end wars with a single word. Now she lay pale and sweating on a medical bed. Her radiant skin dulled, her breathing shallow. A lattice of glowing alien medtechs surrounded her, but the attending healers were in a panic. "She is rejecting the treatment," one Terran medic whispered. "She's dying," another said. And then one word cut through the medical chatter: "Human." Elias stepped forward. All eyes fell on him. "Middle, the unhealable. What happened?" Elias asked, moving toward the bed, scanning the biopanels. The Terran healer trembled. "She was attacked. A shadow assassin used a molecular blade. It left a wound in a core vascular node, what your kind might call a primary heart junction. We've tried regeneration, molecular knitting, energy pulse sealing. But the clot is human-like. Our biogels can't interface with it." Clot. That explained the fluctuating oxygen readings, the blood pressure drop, the spreading necrosis around the wound. Elias leaned over. The Empress's gown had been removed from her torso, replaced with shimmering regenerative mesh. Beneath it he saw the wound. It pulsed faintly, beautiful and terrible. Alien tissues intertwined with a strange dark clot that seemed resistant to the medtech around it. "Her species' blood chemistry isn't fully Xyran," Elias whispered. "There's something else in her biology." "She's of mixed descent," said the royal aide. "Half Xyran, half a human." The words hit Elias like a pulse grenade. A half-human Empress. That explained why the alien healers were helpless. Their tech wasn't designed for human physiology. The clot responded like a human thrombus, but in alien vascular patterns. Elias sighed and rolled up his sleeves. "I'll need microinfusion equipment, nanosealer, and permission to override Xyran medical protocols." "Done," said the aide immediately. The other healers backed away, clearly uneasy about a human touching their ruler. But there was no choice. Elias's gloved hands hovered over the Empress's chest. Her skin was cool, almost glassy. Her eyelids fluttered open for a brief second. Golden black eyes met his. "Human," she whispered weakly. "Will you let me die?" Elias leaned close. "Not today." He began the delicate work. Using microscopic tools and nanoprobes, he navigated the alien vascular channels. Xyran hearts were triple-chambered and partially externalized, meaning the clot wasn't in a single organ but an entire network of vessels surrounding her primary energy core. The challenge was enormous. Xyran tissues didn't respond well to mechanical intrusion, but human clotting did respond to anticoagulants. Elias crafted a hybrid approach. Inject nanosealers to protect the alien vessels. Dissolve the human clotting proteins chemically. Restitch the energy core interface manually. For hours he worked under intense pressure. One wrong move, and the Empress's internal energy field could rupture, killing everyone in the room. The alien healers watched in stunned silence as his human hands did what their machines couldn't. A strange confession. Midway through the procedure, the Empress stirred again. "Why are you doing this?" she whispered. Elias didn't look up. "Because I'm a doctor." Her breathing hitched. "My enemies want my bloodline erased. They know only humans can fix what they broke. They hoped no one would dare." Elias injected the dissolver. "Then they didn't count on me." Her hand reached weakly toward his wrist. For a fraction of a second, he felt her pulse, strange, triple beating like a harmonic rhythm. "Human, what is your name?" "Elias." She smiled faintly. "Elias, if I survive, the universe will owe you a debt. But it may curse you too." "I'll risk it," he said simply. The crisis. Just as the clot began to dissolve, the monitors blared. The energy core beneath her sternum spiked into chaotic frequencies. The alien healers panicked. "She's destabilizing. She'll collapse the entire neural lattice." Elias realized what was happening. The clot had been holding back more than blood. It had been containing a dark energy surge, a byproduct of her hybrid physiology. Removing it too quickly risked tearing her heart lattice apart. "We need a stabilizer," Elias barked. "There is none." "Then we make one." He ripped open his own medkit and connected his human plasma nanofluid to her alien infusion line. The healers gasped in horror. "You can't. Human blood will contaminate." "It's the only thing compatible," Elias shouted. He inserted the line into his arm. His blood began to flow through a filter and directly into her heart interface. Their pulses synchronized, human and alien, two rhythms colliding in a fragile harmony. The monitors steadied. The Empress exhaled a shuddering breath. Her energy field slowly aligned, color returning to her skin. Her golden black eyes opened again, clear, powerful and searching. "You gave me your blood," she whispered. "Technically filtered plasma," Elias corrected. "But yes." Her fingers curled around his. For the first time in centuries, a Xyran Empress owed her life to a human. Middle. The political aftermath. Hours later, as the Empress rested in recovery, the royal chamber filled with murmurs. Xyran high nobles, alien diplomats, and military envoys all gathered. The Empress's aide addressed the room. "The Empress lives, because of him." The word "him" carried both gratitude and tension. For centuries, Xyrans and humans had maintained a fragile peace, but never true trust. Humans were seen as unpredictable, too emotional, too dangerous. And now one human had become the lifeline of their empire. Elias stood awkwardly as alien gazes pinned him like a specimen. Dr. Elias Varin, a silver-skinned senator, rasped. "You intervened in royal biology. That is punishable by disintegration under Xyran law." The aide stepped forward. "But by royal decree, he acted under her command." A hush fell as the Empress herself entered, standing tall, wrapped in a dark ceremonial cloak. Her energy field shimmered like starlight. She should have been in bed, but she refused weakness.